Hello troops and toots, Gundor here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. Last time, we upgraded our character classes thanks to Bahamut. And now, I got my last level 5 magic, black magic from Melmond. I was thinking about where my last level 6 white magic was going to be, and how the hell could I be so stupid? It's in Crescent Lake. Because I just remembered it not long after stopping the last video. Here we go. Alright, white magic, because I want a particular spell here, and for those of you who've been paying attention, you will know which spell it is. It is the exit spell. So let's just have a look. Magic. Yep, there we go. There we go. Good. So everyone's up to date. Now, our next destination is that Gaia place. Now, if you remember, we actually paid a visit there. However, we need a certain something to help us, because our next dungeon is the Water Fiends dungeon. However, this particular dungeon is literally underwater, and our Warriors of Light can't really breathe underwater because they're humans after all. So, we need to get a little help. And that particular help comes from a fairy. And we need to go to the top left-hand bit of land where that bit of desert is. I'll show you where it is on the map once I get there. Because there is something there that will help us. Oh, and make sure that you've got 5,000 gil with you. Well, if you're playing this version. I think what we need is going to be different. Well, in price, because we need to buy something. So here is the desert. I will bring it up on the map once more. There we go. That if you can see me, that's exactly where I am. But there is no way to park the airship here, so we'll have to park it down here. And hike it all the way to this little lone bit of sand up there. Wyverns. I would love to fight them, but I'm not in the mood right now. And since we've got a chance to strike first, we can run away. So this is the Oasis. We need to buy this bottle. So if we look in our items, pop, a fairy appears, then is gone. So yeah. So what we have to do now is, you know, I don't think we were actually supposed to use the ferry here, but we now have to go all the way back to Gaia. Because that fairy will meet us there, and she will give us something very, very nice. First, I'm going to take out this, whatever it was, Ankylo. Oh, this is quite a lot of attack power. In fact, don't you attack, you can cure yourself. And just use a single ice spell on it. So yeah, all these desert creatures, these are pretty dangerous. That's why I ran from those monsters earlier. 1 gil, are you serious? Well, I suppose these monsters are good if you're only going for the EXP. But in any case, we have to go to Gaia, so where was it again? Because I forgot. It is... Ah yeah, I see. So I just need to head all the way to the west, sorry, east from here. Because it's in an area that's blocked off from the rest of the world. Here we are. I'm hoping that the fairy has came here, because if it hasn't, then I have no idea where it's gone. But it should be here, because this is the only place where the fairy can go in order to give us that particular item that will help us get through. In the way! That will help us get through the Water Fiend's dungeon. Oh no, sorry, there's the spring over there, that's where we have to go, so cross our fingers that the fairy is here. If not, then... Yep, there it is. There's the fairy. That pirate trapped me in the bottle. I will draw OXYALE from the bottom of the spring for you. Thank you for saving me. Remember, OXYALE will give you air. So yes, we now have OXYALE. There we are. The OXYALE furnishes fresh air. That will help us breathe for infinite within the Water Fiend's dungeon. Now, I just need to find the Water Fiend's dungeon, because I can't remember where it is. Well, I can tell one thing, panicking's not going to get me anywhere, so let's just go over this way. In fact, before I even do anything, let's go back to Gaia, because I forgot to check the magic shops. Right, what do we got? We get only Ice 3 and Brack. I'll take Ice 3. Yeah. I'll leave Brack for now. Cure 4 and Harm 4. I'll take Cure 4. Wow. My gil has dropped significantly. Yeah, while I'm here, also check the weapon and weapon and armour shops, which I haven't done. Right, gold ring. Oh yeah, I said I was going to check what the pro ring does. And I didn't. The cat claw. Yeah, I said I was going to. But these things are expensive, so if I bought something, I would have hardly any gil left. Out the way, you stupid broom. Right, so seeing as I'm here, right, so there's nothing over this way, right, okay. It's just because I literally cannot remember where the Water Fiend's dungeon is. I can see what it looks like, but I just can't remember where. I think it's in a town somewhere. Right, let's try over this way. Oh yeah, wait a minute, yeah, isn't it in here? I'm pretty sure it's that town there. Right, well I think it is, but I don't know. Okay, see if I need to get the blooming ship again. Right, no I don't, right, so that's just a bit for the canoe. Okay. Right, so there's no ports. Can I land here? No, I can't. Ugh. Boy, give me that wee space. Oh, where can I land? Oh. There we go. I'll land here. And then use the canoe and make the rest of the way. Oh, what a... Oh, now Joe. Let's see Cure 4 in action while we're here. And since you found in the water, I'm hoping Lightning 3 will deal damage to you. Okay, 91 points, not too bad. Of course, Jack takes it out in one hit. Okay, yeah, let's use magic for a change. Cure 4. There we are, look at that. Then we'll use Cure Key on Eri. So it's basically gotten to the point where I can now use magics to heal up after a fight, but at the same time you would still want to have a good supply of heal potions and cures. Wyverns, oh yeah, we actually saw them, but I don't think we fought them. In fact, I know we didn't because we found these in the desert. Oh great, slowdown's back. I think it's because there's 3 wyverns on screen or something. Maybe, but I don't know. Ranking 3. Whoa! Big slowdown there. Oh yeah, that's right, because Jack attacked the other one. Kara's poisoned. But no worries, because I can heal that. Yes, I'm using magic. There we are, pure. Right, Kara, get you back where you should be. In the 3rd spot. Now I think it's this town, I'm not so sure, but we'll find out soon. If I just keep heading somewhere, I don't know. This town used to be prosperous 200 years ago. Even if it's not the right town, a little exploration never hurt anyone. I think this is all these things are just going to say. This is just a tomb. Yep, that's all. Right, guy with a Johnny Napalm hair. Cope says he saw a shining object fall. Avast ye landlubbers, stay out of me way. Okay. Underhill, the cavern master, had something very strange. Okay, don't know who Underhill is. My legs are beautiful, it's so nice to have legs. Well, of course, otherwise you wouldn't be able to walk. Have you found OXYALE? Yes, I have, actually. Until 200 years ago, the mermaids lived in the shrine. Then, in fire and smoke, it sank. The mermaids? Okay. Right. So what's over this way then? Fables say that when the shrine sank, many treasures were lost. Also, they tell of a cryptic stone plate. Ah yeah, the cryptic stone plate. Now, we need to remember that because we do need that. My brother, Dr. Un, has studied Lefinish? Or Lefenish? Yeah, I'm going to say Lefenish. The language of the Sky Warriors. If he had the slab, he could teach it. So yes, we all remember Dr. Un. We saw him back in Melmond. So when we get this plate, we have to go and see Dr. Un. My name is Cope. I saw it north, near the waterfall. Believe me, I think it was a robot. Yes, good. Now this is the town. See that little submarine there? That's going to take us to the Water Fiend's dungeon, so we're on the right track. Until 200 years ago, the power of water brought us good fortune. Yeah, but before I head to the Water Fiend's dungeon, I'm going to do a little bit more exploration. Oh, here's a dragon. Well, I see you have been honoured. Yes, by the King of Dragons himself, Bahamut. Right, so let's have a look at the weapon and armour shops, the 2 magic shops, and then rest up at the inn. You have legs. Of course I'll get legs. How the hell would I get here? Glenn. Saber and Blind. Okay, so Saber and Blind. Okay, I don't know what Saber does, but I know what Blind does. Arab and Heal 3. Alright, but these are starting to get very expensive, so I might have to do some off-screen grinding. Item shop. These are probably selling the same. Cabin's house heals pures and softs. Alright. So where is your weapon and armour shops? Do you even have some? Right, so that's just going to lead out. So if I can't find any here, then I've got a feeling that this place does not have any weapon and armour shops. Because I can't remember if they do. Nope, I don't think they do. Well, might as well stay at the inn then and rest up. So how much is it for a night here? 300 gil. Alright. I'll make the exception here, but if I end up taking too much damage, I'm just going to end up going all the way back to Cornelia and healing up there. Right, let's see, is there anything else that I want to do before I head down into the Water Fiend's dungeon? Because, you know what, I would really like to get some of these magics. So maybe I could do a bit of off-screen grinding or something. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Now, I can't guarantee I'll get as much gil, but I'll get enough so that I can get all the magics and those, well, any weapons and armour that were in the previous town. Oh, more yawning. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So this is going to be kind of short. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bit of off-screen grinding for gil. Go back to Gaia, you know, that town that's blocked off from the rest of the world. Get any weapons and armours and accessories that I never got there. Well, basically just weapons and armour, since there's no really any accessories. I'm pretty sure I got magics from there. Well, only one, I think, of each, because I didn't get the second ones. Then I will come back here and get some of the magics that I needed, or that I want from here, and then hopefully that should be us ready to venture into the Water Fiend's dungeon. So, I shall see you guys then.